Today we will talk about consumer behavior. The figure illustrates the consumer decision process, which represents the series of steps that consumers go through before, during, and after making purchasing decisions. This model helps marketers understand and analyze how consumers make their buying choices. Marketers often find it challenging to fully grasp how consumers make their purchasing decisions. To overcome this difficulty, breaking down the process into individual steps allows for a more detailed examination of each stage. To understand consumer behavior, marketers rely on principles and theories from sociology and psychology. By applying these principles, they can decode many consumer choices and develop strategies to effectively deal with consumer behavior. When consumers make a purchase, they do so because they perceive it to be the better value for them compared to alternative options. This perception of value is influenced by various factors, such as the benefits they expect to receive from the product or service and the costs associated with acquiring it. Consumers engage in a process of comparing the ratio of benefits to costs for a particular product or service, and based on this evaluation, they make their purchasing decision. By understanding the consumer decision process and the factors that influence it, marketers can tailor their marketing strategies to effectively communicate the value of their offerings and meet the needs and preferences of their target customers. The consumer decision process begins with the recognition of an unsatisfied need. This occurs when consumers realize there is a gap between their current state and the desired state they want to achieve. The greater the inconsistency between these two states, the stronger the need recognition becomes. It's important to differentiate between wants and needs. A need refers to a necessary product or service that must be satisfied to fulfill a basic requirement. For example, when a person is hungry, they need to eat. On the other hand, a want refers to an unnecessary product or service that is desired but not essential. For instance, wanting to eat a steak instead of a salad is a want rather than a need. Wants represent goods or services that are desired but not crucial for survival or basic functioning. Within the consumer decision process, there are two types of needs: functional needs and psychological needs. Functional needs focus on the primary function or purpose of a product or service. Consumers buy products to fulfill specific functions. For example, people buy cars primarily for transportation, and they purchase watches to know the time. Psychological needs, on the other hand, are related to the emotional or psychological aspects that customers seek in a product or service. These needs go beyond the functional attributes and involve factors such as product design, color, size, and advantages. Psychological needs are important to many individuals as they contribute to their self-expression, status, or emotional satisfaction. For instance, people may buy luxury cars not only for transportation, but also to satisfy psychological needs, such as displaying wealth or seeking admiration from others. Understanding both functional and psychological needs is crucial for marketers as it allows them to develop products, services, and marketing strategies that address these different aspects of consumer decision-making. By fulfilling both the functional and psychological needs of consumers, companies can create offerings that resonate with their target audience and drive consumer satisfaction and loyalty. After recognizing a need, consumers engage in the process of searching for information about the available options to satisfy that need. This information search can be conducted through both internal and external sources. During an internal search for information, the buyer relies on their own memory and knowledge about the product or service gathered through past experiences. They reflect on their previous encounters with similar products, brands, or services to gather relevant information that can guide their purchasing decision. Internal search is often the first step in the information search process, as it is convenient and requires no additional effort or cost. However, when the information obtained from internal sources is insufficient, or when the product carries greater importance or risk, consumers may engage in an external search for information. In an external search, the buyer seeks information from sources beyond their personal knowledge base. These external sources can include various channels, such as friends and family, online reviews, expert opinions, advertisements, and comparison websites. The aim is to gather more comprehensive and diverse information to make a well-informed buying decision. The extent and duration of the information search process depend on the perceived importance and complexity of the product or service. If the product is expensive, carries high risk, or is of significant personal importance, consumers are more likely to invest more time and effort in searching for information. They may engage in extensive research, consult multiple sources, and compare different options before reaching a decision. It's worth noting that the Internet and digital technologies have significantly expanded the availability and accessibility of external information sources. Consumers can now access a vast amount of information, reviews, and opinions from online platforms, which has transformed the information search process. By understanding how consumers search for information, marketers can strategically position their products or services, provide relevant and reliable information through various channels, and influence consumers' decision-making process. The perceived benefits versus perceived costs is an important factor that influences consumers' decision to engage in the search process for information about a product or service. Consumers make a judgment about whether the potential benefits they can gain from conducting an information search outweigh the costs associated with the search, such as time, effort, and potential expenses. If consumers perceive that the potential benefits of finding additional information are high, they are more likely to invest time and effort in conducting a thorough search. On the other hand, if the perceived benefits are low, or if the costs of the search outweigh the expected benefits, consumers may choose to rely on limited information or make a decision without engaging in an extensive search. Several factors can influence consumers' perception of benefits and costs related to the search process. For instance, the complexity or novelty of the product or service may increase the perceived benefits of conducting an information search, as consumers feel the need for more information to make an informed decision. Additionally, the level of involvement or importance attached to the purchase decision can influence the willingness to search for information. If the purchase is significant, consumers are more likely to engage in an extensive search. Furthermore, the availability of information and the ease of accessing it also play a role. With the proliferation of online resources and search engines, consumers can quickly and easily access a wide range of information, reducing the perceived costs associated with the search process. From a marketing perspective, it is important for companies to understand consumers' perception of benefits and costs related to the search process. By providing clear and accessible information, addressing consumers' concerns, and highlighting the benefits of their products or services, companies can encourage and facilitate the information search process. This can ultimately influence consumers to make more informed decisions and increase the likelihood of choosing their offerings. Locus of control is another important factor that influences the consumer search process. Locus of control refers to individuals' beliefs about the degree of control they have over the outcomes of their actions and events in their lives. Consumers with an internal locus of control believe that they have control over the outcomes of their actions. They perceive themselves as having the ability to influence and shape their own decisions and outcomes. Individuals with an internal locus of control tend to engage in more information search activities because they believe they can actively gather information and make informed choices. They are more likely to conduct research, compare alternatives, and seek out detailed information about products or services before making a purchase decision. On the other hand, consumers with an external locus of control believe that external factors or forces have a greater influence on the outcomes of their actions. They perceive themselves as having less control and believe that fate, luck, or other external factors determine the outcomes. Individuals with an external locus of control may rely more on external cues, such as advertisements or recommendations from others, rather than engaging in extensive information search activities. They may be more influenced by external factors and may make purchase decisions based on factors other than their own research and evaluation. The locus of control can have implications for marketers in terms of how they communicate and position their products or services. For consumers with an internal locus of control, marketers can provide detailed information, comparisons, and evidence of product benefits to cater to their information-seeking behavior. On the other hand, for consumers with an external locus of control, marketers may focus more on brand reputation, endorsements, or social proof to influence their decision-making process. Understanding consumers' locus of control can help marketers tailor their strategies and messaging to align with individuals' beliefs about control and influence. By acknowledging and addressing consumers' perceived control over their purchasing decisions, marketers can enhance their ability to connect with their target audience and facilitate informed decision-making processes. Okay, as you see, we have 5 types of risks associated with purchase decisions. Let's further discuss each of them. 1. Performance risk. This risk refers to the concern that a product or service may not perform as expected or deliver the desired outcomes. Consumers may worry about the functionality, reliability, durability, or quality of the product. They want assurance that the product will meet their needs and expectations. 2. Financial risk. Financial risk relates to the economic aspects of the purchase decision. Consumers consider the cost of purchasing the product or service, as well as the ongoing expenses associated with its use, such as maintenance, repairs, or operating costs. The fear of wasting money or making a poor investment can be a significant deterrent to making a purchase. 3. Social risk. Social risk involves the fear of negative social consequences associated with a purchase decision. Consumers may worry about how others perceive their choice of products or services. They may seek validation, approval, or admiration from their social circle and feel anxious if their purchases fail to impress or attract attention. 4. Safety risk. Safety risk pertains to concerns about potential harm or injury resulting from using a product or service. Consumers want to ensure that the products they purchase are safe, reliable, and pose no threat to their well-being or the well-being of others. Safety risks are particularly relevant in industries such as healthcare, automotive, or food products. 5. Psychological risk. Psychological risk relates to the emotional or psychological consequences of a purchase decision. Consumers may fear feelings of regret, disappointment, or dissatisfaction if the product fails to fulfill their psychological needs or aspirations. This risk is often associated with purchases driven by emotional desires or self-expression, where consumers seek products that align with their identity or personal values. These different types of risks can significantly influence consumers' decision-making processes. In response, marketers can employ strategies to mitigate these risks, such as offering product guarantees, warranties, positive reviews, or testimonials, emphasizing product safety features, and providing a hassle-free return or refund policy. By addressing consumers' concerns and minimizing perceived risks, marketers can help facilitate purchase decisions and build trust with their target audience. Research has shown that a consumer's mind organizes and categorizes alternatives to aid his or her decision process. I will explain how consumers organize and categorize alternatives during the decision-making process. 1. Universal set. The universal set refers to all possible choices or alternatives available within a product category. However, consumers may find it challenging to recall or consider all the options within the universal set for every purchase decision. 2. Retrieval set. The retrieval set is a subset of alternatives that consumers can recall from memory during the decision-making process. Marketers often focus on positioning their brands or stores within this retrieval set by creating strong brand awareness and associations. 3. Evoked set. The evoked set consists of the specific brands or stores that a consumer considers when making a purchase decision. It represents the narrowed-down set of alternatives that the consumer actively evaluates and compares, increasing likelihood of purchase. If a brand or store successfully becomes part of a consumer's evoked set, it increases the likelihood of purchase. By being present in the consumer's consideration set, the brand or store becomes a prominent option, reducing the need for extensive information search and potentially shortening the decision-making process. Consumers tend to rely on their past experiences, knowledge, and perceptions to form their retrieval and evoked sets. Marketers can influence the composition of these sets through effective branding, advertising, product positioning, and reputation management. By understanding consumer behavior and strategically positioning their offerings, marketers can increase the chances of being included in the evoked set and ultimately influence consumers' purchase decisions. Okay, now the question is how consumers evaluate various alternatives and what evaluative criteria and determinant attributes are in the consumer decision-making process. Let's summarize the key points. Evaluative criteria. Evaluative criteria are the important features or attributes that consumers consider when evaluating different alternatives. These criteria can vary depending on the product or service category and individual preferences. Examples of evaluative criteria include quality, price, color, design, reputation, durability, and customer service. Determinant attributes. Determinant attributes are specific product or service features that are important to the buyer and on which competing brands or stores are perceived to differ. These attributes play a crucial role in the decision-making process as consumers use them to compare and choose between alternatives. Marketers often focus on highlighting their brand's unique or superior attributes to differentiate themselves from competitors. Simplifying the decision-making process. Evaluating all available options can be complex and time-consuming. To simplify the decision-making process, consumers often identify the most important features or attributes that matter to them. By focusing on these key criteria, consumers can make more efficient decisions and narrow down their choices. For example, if a consumer is deciding on a vacation destination, their evaluative criteria may include factors such as weather, beach quality, availability of outdoor activities, price, and the opportunity to spend time with friends. Among these criteria, the consumer may identify specific attributes that matter the most, such as warm weather, a beautiful beach, affordable prices, and a variety of outdoor activities. Understanding consumers' evaluative criteria and determinant attributes is crucial for marketers. By identifying and emphasizing the key attributes that align with consumers' preferences, marketers can effectively position their products or services and differentiate themselves from competitors. Additionally, providing clear and relevant information about these attributes can help consumers make informed decisions and increase the likelihood of choosing a particular brand or store. This flowchart outlines strategies to increase conversion rate for a business. The conversion rate is the percentage of visitors who complete a desired action on a website, such as making a purchase, signing up for a newsletter, or filling out a form. The flowchart shows the following strategies. Reduce real or virtual abandoned carts. This means minimizing the number of customers who leave items in their shopping cart without completing a purchase. This can be done by simplifying the checkout process, offering discounts or free shipping, sending reminder emails, or providing customer support. Expand product line. This means increasing the variety of products available for sale to attract more customers. This can be done by researching customer needs and preferences, adding complementary or related products, or creating bundles or packages. Enhance customer service. This means improving interactions with customers to increase satisfaction and loyalty. This can be done by providing timely and helpful responses, soliciting feedback, offering guarantees or refunds, or rewarding loyal customers. The final step of the consumer decision process is post-purchase behavior. Marketers are particularly interested in post-purchase behavior because it involves actual customers rather than potential ones. Satisfied customers, whom marketers hope to create, become loyal, make repeat purchases, and spread positive word of mouth, making them quite important. There are 3 possible post-purchase outcomes, as illustrated in this figure: customer satisfaction, post-purchase cognitive dissonance, and customer loyalty. This slide outlines several steps that marketers can take to ensure post-purchase satisfaction. Let's summarize them. Build realistic expectations. Marketers should strive to set realistic expectations about their products or services. Setting expectations too high can result in dissatisfaction if the product fails to meet those exaggerated performance levels. On the other hand, setting expectations too low may lead to underutilization of the product's capabilities. Marketers should provide accurate and transparent information about the product's features, benefits, and limitations to align customer expectations with what the product can deliver. Demonstrate correct product use. Incorrect usage of a product can lead to dissatisfaction and negative experiences. Marketers should educate customers on the proper ways to use and derive value from their products. This can be done through user manuals, instructional videos, customer support, or online resources. By ensuring that customers understand how to use the product correctly, marketers can help prevent dissatisfaction caused by misuse or misunderstanding. Provide money-back guarantees and warranties. Offering money-back guarantees and warranties instills confidence in customers and demonstrates the marketer's commitment to product quality. These policies reassure customers that they can return or have their product repaired if it does not meet their expectations. By providing these assurances, marketers alleviate concerns and increase customer satisfaction. Encourage customer feedback. Actively seeking customer feedback is essential for marketers to understand and address any issues or concerns. By providing channels for customers to share their experiences, marketers can gather valuable insights, identify areas for improvement, and promptly address any negative feedback. Encouraging customer feedback helps reduce negative word of mouth and allows marketers to make adjustments to their offerings based on customer preferences and needs. Make periodic contact and express gratitude. Maintaining occasional contact with customers and expressing gratitude for their support helps foster a positive relationship. This contact serves as a reminder that the marketer values the customer's business and satisfaction. Additionally, it provides an opportunity to address any potential problems or concerns and further enhance the customer experience. While personal contact may be more expensive than electronic or postal mail, it can have a stronger impact in creating customer loyalty and satisfaction. Now, post-purchase customer loyalty. Companies employ strategies to enhance customer relationships, like applying customer relationship management. Let me explain the key points. Customer relationship management refers to the practices, strategies, and technologies that companies use to manage and analyze customer interactions and data throughout the customer life cycle. The primary objectives of CRM are to improve customer service, enhance customer retention, and drive sales growth. CRM systems enable companies to gather and analyze customer data from various touchpoints such as websites, telephone calls, live chat, direct mail, marketing materials, and social networks. Customer data collection and analysis. CRM systems collect and store customer data from different channels, providing a holistic view of customer interactions and preferences. This data includes personal information, purchase history, buying preferences, and concerns. By analyzing this information, companies gain insights into customer behavior, enabling them to personalize interactions, tailor marketing efforts, and provide better customer service. Offers, discounts, prizes, competitions, and electronic games. Companies can use their websites to engage customers and incentivize purchases. This can be done through various means, such as offering discounts, prizes, competitions, and electronic games. For example, customers can earn points or rewards by participating in online games, and these points can be redeemed for purchasing the company's products or services. These strategies aim to increase customer engagement, loyalty, and repeat purchases. Brand loyalty and evoked set. Loyal customers are those who consistently choose specific brands and shop at certain stores. They have a strong preference for these brands and do not consider other competitors in their evoked set, which is the set of brands or options a consumer considers when making a purchase decision. Building brand loyalty is crucial for companies as it leads to repeat purchases, positive word of mouth, and a higher customer lifetime value. Post-purchase cognitive dissonance. Post-purchase cognitive dissonance refers to the internal conflict or unease that a consumer experiences after making a purchase. It arises when there is a perceived inconsistency between the buyer's beliefs or expectations and the actual purchase decision. This dissonance is more likely to occur for products that are expensive, purchased infrequently, associated with high risk, or do not work as intended. For addressing cognitive dissonance, marketers recognize the importance of addressing post-purchase cognitive dissonance to reassure buyers and reduce any feelings of remorse. To alleviate this dissonance, companies may communicate messages to buyers that emphasize the positive aspects of the purchased product. They may highlight its high quality, appropriateness, and value for the price paid. By reinforcing the buyer's decision and providing reassurance, marketers aim to align the customer's beliefs and reduce any doubts or regrets. Also, providing support and information. In addition to messaging, companies can also provide post-purchase support and information to help customers feel more confident in their decision. This can include offering product tutorials, guides, customer service assistance, and access to an online community or forum where customers can share their experiences and receive support. By providing valuable resources and assistance, companies can address any concerns or questions and help customers fully utilize and appreciate the purchased product. By actively acknowledging and addressing post-purchase cognitive dissonance, marketers can enhance customer satisfaction, reduce returns or negative feedback, and foster long-term customer loyalty. The goal is to ensure that customers feel confident and reassured in their purchase decisions, ultimately strengthening their relationship with the brand or company. Okay, now we have consumer decision process. This diagram explains the steps consumers go through when making a purchase or choosing a service. It is influenced by 4 key factors: psychological, social, marketing mix, and situational factors. Here's a breakdown of each factor and its sub-elements. 1. Psychological factors. These are internal factors that influence consumer behavior and decision-making. They include motives, the underlying reasons or goals that drive consumers to satisfy their needs or wants. These motives can be functional, emotional, or social. Attitudes, the evaluations or feelings consumers have toward products, brands, or services, which can be positive, negative, or neutral. Perceptions, the process by which consumers select, organize, and interpret information from their environment. Perception shapes how consumers view and understand products or services. Learning and memory, the changes in consumer behavior that come from acquiring and retaining information through experience or exposure. Learning and memory influence brand awareness, recognition, and recall. Lifestyle, the pattern of living that reflects consumers' values, preferences, and activities. Lifestyle choices impact the types of products and services consumers are drawn to. 2. Social factors. These are external factors that involve the influence of others on consumer behavior. They include family, the members of a consumer's household or relatives who have a direct or indirect impact on their purchase decisions. Family dynamics and values influence consumer choices. Reference groups, the people or groups that consumers identify with or compare themselves to, and whose opinions or behaviors they value or imitate. Reference groups can include friends, colleagues, or online communities. Culture, the set of beliefs, values, norms, and customs that shape consumers' behavior and preferences in a given society or region. Culture influences consumer tastes, preferences, and buying habits. 3. Marketing mix. These are controllable factors that marketers utilize to create, communicate, and deliver value to consumers. They include product, the tangible or intangible offering that satisfies consumers' needs or wants. Product attributes, features, and branding play a crucial role in consumer decision-making. Price, the amount of money that consumers are willing to pay for a product or service. Pricing strategies and perceived value affect consumer perceptions and purchase decisions. Place, the channels or locations where consumers can access or obtain a product or service. Distribution strategies and convenience influence consumer accessibility. Promotion, the activities or messages that inform, persuade, or remind consumers about a product, brand, or service. Marketing communications, advertising, and sales promotions impact consumer awareness and perception. 4. Situational factors. These are specific circumstances or factors that influence consumer behavior at a particular time or place. They include purchase situation, the context or purpose of buying a product or service, such as a gift, a necessity, or an impulse purchase. The purchase situation affects consumer decision-making and motivators. Sensory situation are the physical or sensory aspects of the environment that influence consumers' mood, emotions, or perceptions. Factors like lighting, music, or smell can impact consumer experiences. Temporal state, the psychological or physiological state of consumers at a given moment, such as their mood, motivation, or energy level. Temporal states can influence purchasing behaviors. By understanding these factors and their sub-elements, marketers can gain insights into consumer decision-making processes and develop effective strategies to meet consumer needs, influence choices, and build strong customer relationships.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to channel.